Got this funny little extrusion here. And he's about to become a pitcher. It's gonna be great. You and me, babe. You and me, babe. It's just nothing else like you. We're ready to go. This curve right here is going to make the spout for our pitcher. I have some of these that I really love. One of them is very, very whimsical looking, and it's adorable, but it's completely non-functional as a pitcher. But it makes a hilarious and super fun vase. First, I have to decide what I want this beauty to look like. Here we go. So I made this template. You probably can't see it from there, but it has drawn out the angles and the curvature so that I could kind of get a rough sketch of what I was going for. So this is the curvature, and obviously this is way too out of proportion if this is what's sitting on the ground, right? So if I fold that at an angle, and that will rock the entire pitcher closer to a place where I can mess with it. And so this is what we have here. So you see that by taking like this, it came out all the way over to here. By taking this, angling it and setting it down flat, I end up with this. And so this kind of curves down into more of the shape that I'm looking for here. So here's the deal. I don't know how to make a functional pitcher. I have made them before, but most of the time, they're not all that functional. They dribble and things like that. On the website, if you're looking at one of these, it will have a disclaimer. This is a vase, not a pitcher. It's a vase that looks like a pitcher, but not a vase that acts like a pitcher. But one thing that somebody told me once was that in order to do a functional pitcher, you needed a straight cutoff right here at the place where the water comes out. One other thing I will tell you that I do know is that if you try and make this really whimsical and pull this spout out to where it almost comes all the way down, you know, you're asking for it. It's just not going to function as a pitcher, which is why you never see them. They're really cute faces. If you make this thinner here and this wider here, it's really, really not functional at that point. And again, these are just things that I've learned. I have no idea if this will actually end up being functional, but I keep making them because I think that one day I'll figure it out. And they're still adorable vases. So that's the way I display them in my booth, is with flowers in them, fresh flowers in them. The area here needs to be the smallest, and it also needs to be the tallest. Okay, so I'm gonna have to cut this back. And as I am cutting back, I can change it from sitting flat like this to sitting flat more like that. And that's going to give me a better pourability, hopefully. It will also help me to see the bottom a little better, so that I can make sure that it's clean when I go to clean it. And then I like to flare out a couple of places. Now you're gonna have to be careful in the flaring, because if you get it too far out, it will make little micro fissures in the outside of the pot. And you know, it's not too bad. You can just go back and compress it through this area, and that will, you know, take care of that. But you need to be aware that that has to be done as you're flaring out. So once I have the shape, I'm looking for symmetry, and symmetry is hard sometimes on the side. And the memory, it wants to keep going back to where it was before. So I'm gonna get the height right now that I've gotten the shape right. And when you're getting the shape right, one of these is extremely valuable. They have little handles you can use, but you can also just hold them like this and use them like that. That's linked in the description. We're gonna shave this down until he's sitting the way I want his spout to sit. So he goes from here to here. That's what we're going for. These two very different profiles, very cute, very fun, and I have no idea if they'll be functional or not, but I have done my best to see if I can't figure out how to make a functional picture. And I have some handles. Emily, stop messing with it. Stop messing with it. The glaze will cover it up. I have some handles here. I'm gonna put the handles on. At that point, you can leave them with this nice flat bottom, or you can put feet on it. But I generally put the feet on last, because if you're messing with it after you put the feet on, I like to do little curlicue feet, and it'll squish the curlicues, and then it's not as cute. So I always put on the feet last. The ones that I already have in the store have feet on them, so I may do one of these without any feet on it. We'll just have to see. Look! Oh, he looks so great! I wanted him to have feet. He didn't want feet. And this one especially did not want feet. So in lieu of feet, I put a coil right here at the back and smoothed it in so that it looks, you might be able to see it better on this one. Look at that sweetness. Oh my goodness. But anyway, I put a coil right here at the back because I wanted to tip back this way. And yeah, we want to keep that from happening. This one especially wanted to tip. That one not so much, but I feel like it looks a lot more grounded with that little coil there, since it doesn't have actual feet on it. Oh my gosh, I love them. I love them. I love you so much. These are gonna be adorable. So there you go, guys. You can throw a cylinder and then do the spout with a slab. You could handle the whole thing with coils, or you can extrude them, which is what I did. And oh my gosh, I love them. Thanks for coming, everybody. It's been a fun day. These are gonna be fantastic. Now, how to glaze them? What do you think, Harper? So here's the deal. I don't know how to make a functional picture. I can't speak either, apparently. There are those times when you think, good Lord, what have I been doing? Not videotaping, turns out. I put a little butterfly on this one and some fingernail marks.